Good morning, Year One. It was so lovely to see that lots of you were trying really hard with your handwriting last week. Absolutely brilliant job. So we're going to carry on this week with some different letters. But first, we're just going to have a look at two letters from last week where I think we need to do a little bit more practice, and that's T and K. So the T, if you remember, is a tall letter, but it crosses halfway, and it's making that cross halfway that we need to work on. So let's practice a few more T's. Perhaps you could just practice on a piece of lined paper or a whiteboard if you've got one. Anyway, let's have a look at T again then. So starting from the line as usual, up to the top, back down the same line and curl. Take our pen off and then it crosses halfway. Let's do another one, starting from the line. So we're going up to the top, back down the same line, take our pen off and cross it halfway. So if you can remember that T crosses halfway, that will be great. Now with the K kicks halfway. So let's have another go at K. And K is quite a tricky one. So it's one we'll have to keep returning to and practicing. But don't worry because we'll look at it again. So with the K, same as the T. So we're going to do starting from the line up to the top, back down, back up, and then just before you get to halfway, if you start kicking, and then you've got a lovely K. So let's do it again. Starting from the line, up to the top, back down the same line, back up and stop just before halfway and kick, and then you've got K. So perhaps you might find time to have a little practice of those before we start today's letters with tails. So we're going to have a look at G, that makes a G sound, which hangs below the line. And all these letters we're now going to do hang below the line. So let's have a look at G, starting from the line. So we're going to form it like we would do for the A or the C. So we're going over to this side, stop, back round, up, down below the line, and it's got a bit of a curl. Let's have a look again. So starting from the line, so we're going over to this side, stop, round, up, down below the line, and a flick. Let's do one more. Starting from the line, over to this side, stop, round, up, down, and a flick. So you've got your G with a lovely tail hanging below the line. And now we're going to have a look at J. Now J, the J, it's a halfway letter, but it does hang below the line. So I'm going to leave a space so I don't crash into the tail of the G. So we're going to start from the line and we're going to go up just halfway. And then we're going to go down the same line with a curl and it's ready to join, and then dot it afterwards. And we don't want any dots like this, these footballs that we sometimes get with the I. So let's get rid of all footballs. Right, let's have a go again. And starting from the line, so up halfway, down below the line with a curl and dot it. And up halfway, down below the line, you've got your curl and dot it. So you've got your J and then P. Now P is a letter that a lot of people stand on the line, and it shouldn't, because when you stand it on the line, it makes it look like a capital letter, which we wouldn't use unless it was a name or the start of a sentence. So all P's, the P sound, hang below the line. This week, I'm going to be looking in your writing to see if people are making their P's hang below the line. So we're going to start from the line as usual. We're going to go up halfway, down, back, below the line, back up and round, and then along a bit so that it's ready to join on to the next letter. Let's do another one. Starting from the line, up halfway, down below the line, back up and round. Ready to join to the next one. Let's do one more. Up halfway, down, back up and round. So we've got some P letters. And the next one is Qu. and we're going to do it a bit like the G. So we're going to start from the line, go over to this side and stop, round, up, down, and then it actually joins here. So let's do another one. Starting from the line, over to this side, stop, round, up, down, and let's do one more. Starting from the line, round, back, round, up, down. Brilliant. Okay, and now finally we're going to do the Y. So starting from the line, up halfway, down, up halfway, down below the line with a flick. Let's do another one. Starting from the line, up halfway, back down the same line, up, back down the same line, back below the line with a flick. So if you would like to have a go at those letters and upload them, then I will have a look. The other thing just to say is when you're practicing on your sheet, you don't have to go all the way along the line, because sometimes you start off very slowly and carefully, and I think maybe 10 letters maximum, because once you start doing more than 10, you get very fed up, as anybody would, and sometimes the letters actually get worse as you go along the line. So less is more. Have a go really carefully and slowly. Aim to do about 6 to 10 of the letters carefully, and then move on to the next one. And you could always have a look afterwards, choose your very best letter and give it a little tick so that you can see which one you think you did the absolute best. So have fun today with your letters hanging below the line, and send them to us to have a look at. Bye-bye.